All right, welcome into your 15-minute weather. I'm meteorologist John Zeigler with meteorologist Courtney Aitken. Well,
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know we were starting. I didn't hear it, so we popped up and I was like, all right, here we go.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't have your IFB in.
I do, but it went from being my earpiece went from being really loud to really quiet, so we're just going on vibes today.
We'll vibe it up.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit it. We had this interesting, listen, when you're dealing with freezing rain in April, clearly it's tricky.
Yes.
Because the National Weather Service, I see they got excited. They went with the warning yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we don't have anything to do with the warnings and advisories here. Not that I'm going to bash them. It's a tough forecast. A little surprised that we went with the warning. Thought an advisory had it covered. Only because I think we talked about it yesterday, the one giant variable that nobody has an answer to, no model, no AI, no human being, was what's the ground temperature and how fast was the ground temperature going to freeze?
Right.
And how fast. Everybody has a different opinion, and that's good. That's why I love weather, and we can all discuss it. But it was an unknown variable
And a key player. So that makes it
yeah.
hard because it's the biggest unknown and probably the biggest influencing thing.
Yeah,
for the
because
forecast.
when you look at this, it wasn't a bust from a meteorological standpoint. The freezing rain, we got about exactly 0.2 inches of freezing rain, which is pretty much exactly what they forecasted as well.
Yeah, a couple tenths. That's, yeah.
And you see the ice, but the thing is, the treatment worked. You know, I don't know why anybody would be mad. Who wants freezing rain on the roads? But we did get freezing rain. I think it wasn't rain. It would have been a bust if it was just rain. But it was freezing rain. We got about a quarter of an inch of it here around the metro. And areas, if you're watching north, because a lot of times we focus just on the metro.
On the metro.
We don't try to just do that, but obviously for the commute. But anything north, St. Cloud, Mora, Pine City, Hinckley, ground covered. You're like, they're watching right now, you're like, what are you guys talking about? The ground's totally covered.
Yeah.
So there's still impacts in our viewing area. I just think, the Metro South ended up being freezing rain that didn't impact anybody, which is kind of
Thankfully.
an oxymoron.
Yeah. I mean, because again, nobody likes to see freezing rain, but I mean, my drive-in was fine.
Yeah.
So.
Even mine at 1:30 in the morning was fine.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here? Because it was freezing rain. My windshield was all messed up.
Right, and I noticed it too when I walked out this morning. You can see the cars in the lot, like they have that glaze of the ice. So that's how you know, okay, there was freezing rain, but the roads seemed fine.
Yeah.
So.
And we talked a lot about that yesterday, how this was in January. Then you've got a consistent variable. It's frozen ground. If this situation happened in January, it would have been an absolute disaster.
Yeah, huge problem.
But thankfully, it's April. And it's a good reminder, I think, for all meteorologists to not, and this is the same with Saturday for myself, there's snow potential in Bemidji. But how excited do you want to get?
Yeah.
Just pump the brakes. Because even this morning, it's been snowing all morning in Hinckley. And I looked at the roads. The ground is completely covered in snow. People are driving 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
And they will do that either way. So.
So let's go. We'll take a look at some of the road conditions here for you, and we'll talk about what's going on. So the headlines are sleet and freezing rain. It is still here, and we don't want to ignore this, but it is shifting north. So as we go throughout the daytime hours, we're going to see this move to St. Cloud, Zimmerman, areas like that. But there you go. There's the treated roads. They've held up.
Yeah, and I think that as we head into the afternoon, we're just going to see that liquid rain kind of take over. So it'll be fine. Honestly.
Moderate rain, right.
Yeah.
And you could see the road conditions as we travel to the north. It's still icy up there. I'm looking at Mora. That's kind of the area that gets dicey. And then you have Little Falls and Brainerd. So that'd be 371, 169, north of Grand Casino. I don't know why I always talk about the casinos, but you know where that is in Garrison. And that's going to be some icier roads. But I think blue just kind of indicates partially covered.
Right.
So, again, I've seen some of the roads are actually not that bad, but it is still actively snowing in that area. Microcast shows us rain starting to take over. There's still a lot of precip today. And you could see that one spot there from St. Cloud. Actually, can we pop this on? I'll do a little chit-chatting over here. All right, hi. How are you doing? All right, so what I like about this, it shows you that the rain is going to start taking over. The green is the rain. We still have freezing rain even in now, but that will transition. But I just like this one swath. Because there's actually some snow on the ground, this stuff is going to continue to accumulate, mainly on grassy surfaces, but I'm not up there, so I have to assume that there's a chance side roads, they get covered up. And let's go through the afternoon. Now you notice that the rain line comes right up to the metro. I think St. Cloud up to Hinckley still continues to be one of the dicey spots in the viewing area. Brainerd and Alexandria, the snow is not that heavy. It just seems like it's this casual, moderate snow. Even as we go into 3 o'clock, now you can see swath of mix, same spot, Twin Cities, good. So if you're traveling south, that way, and then you go down towards Wisconsin, anywhere, you're good to go. In fact, I kind of want to show this, but there's a potential tornado outbreak just to our southeast. Madison, Wisconsin, Platteville, Wisconsin, even parts near La Crosse. I mean, we're getting close to severe weather even towards La Crosse. That's because this low is so potent. So you got to pick and choose what you want. I think actually the metro that's probably the best we could have asked for. No tornadoes, didn't get a bunch of snow. Yeah, we had freezing rain, but the roads didn't get that bad. I mean, you got to pick and choose what you want. Now, ice potential for at least the next few hours into this evening, you're going to see it shift. So this morning, the Twin Cities had about 1/10 of an inch of ice, or 0.2 inches of ice. That was in Woodbury. We had that confirmed. But now it's shifting north. So that's why I just think that Wilmer, St. Cloud, this isn't going to guarantee make the roads bad, but that's where the next round of freezing rain is actually going to go. Snow totals look like this. Again, still think 3-6 inches possible, very likely. I saw Hinckley already at 2, so 1 or 2 more inches is definitely not out of the question. Areas in Duluth up towards the North Shore are probably going to see a little bit more. And total precip amounts, I mean, it's a good chunk of rain, and we need the rain. April snow showers and freezing rain brings the crappies to outside.
Does it?
I have no. Did that rhyme? Not even.
No,
close.
but I liked the effort. I was on the edge of my seat to see where you were going with that.
I was going nowhere. I call those Johnny Dark tunnels. He's just no turning around.
No turning around.
Crash and burn.
Well, that's, don't do that.
No, it's fine. But this morning it was interesting.
Yeah. We stay active too, which will also be interesting to see what happens. You'll be outside tomorrow.
Oh yes, we'll be at the Twins game.
Yeah.
And then
eating hot dogs.
Yeah, and we got to quickly transition into this next snowstorm that well, it is a snowstorm, but here in the metro, I don't know about, again, we haven't done a ton of forecasting or talking about the next one, but at least what I got to assume is if this wasn't bad, no way that one's bad.
Right, because I mean, as of yesterday, the Saturday system was looking a little bit less impressive. So I would think that if today wasn't too bad, then Saturday probably won't be too bad either. If you are north, it is going to be a snowstorm, but for the metro,
no big deal.
Yeah, doesn't look like it will be all too bad, but it probably will rain tomorrow. So
we'll see some scattered showers. If you guys are going to the Twins game, get your umbrellas, jackets. I don't know if you can bring an umbrella in there, but
I was gonna say,
raincoat,
might wanna
ponchos,
look into-
and then you wear something thick underneath it.
yeah,
The first Twins game's always, you know what? It's a sign of things to come. It warms up very quickly in Minnesota. It cools down very quickly too, but
it's true. The changes are
they are
slightly
volatile.
jarring. Yeah. All right, well, let's walk through tomorrow. I think this is as we have the futurecast for tomorrow.
Nice, right at game time.
You can see there could be some flurries, some light snow up to the north. Brainerd kind of still getting hit with that. But down in the metro, it does look like it'll just be some rain, maybe even some storms further to Rochester, some rumbles of thunder there. Then as we roll into the evening, rain, a scattered shower activity becomes a little bit more widespread, especially from the Twin Cities and areas off to the south. There could be pockets of heavier rain there. And then there is a non-zero chance that a little bit of frozen precip could play out, especially to the north of St. Cloud. So slick roads may be a theme even into tomorrow. And then we have that rain all the way through your Friday evening. So I don't know what the umbrella policy is at Target Field, but probably something worth looking into. Then as we get into our Saturday, we're looking for some snow to the north. Again, looks like more of that snow. And then as we get into the afternoon, it kind of falls apart. So as far as snow accumulation, probably less than an inch here locally. Could see maybe a light inch on those grassy surfaces, but after seeing how this morning played out, there's a chance that we don't. If we look further to the north, 2 to 5 inches south of Brainerd, Bemidji, Thief River Falls, and of course the international border north of Grand Rapids, you guys are going to get hit a little bit harder, 4 to 7 inches, and then along the North Shore, as much as 10 inches, definitely possible. So as we look at the 7-day forecast, we stay kind of active, at least into that first half of the weekend. Today's going to be cold. I mean, 36, that's your high, and we'll continue to see that rain through our afternoon. We'll go ahead and take this full so folks can get a good look at it without me in the way. It does look like Easter Sunday is trending drier, so that's some good news.
Yeah.
It's not a complete throwaway weekend, which is good since we've got the holiday there.
It is kind of nice because you can use your, I have 3 Easters actually this weekend. Do one on Friday. Nicole's a huge family, so 50 people Friday, 50 people Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
My family is just like old school. It'll be just us and the kids. But it is nice. You get the natural refrigerator outside for the beer.
The natural refrigerator, I like that.
So this is what, welcome to Minnesota. What everybody does for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I guess even Easter is put all the beer you just set out on the, you don't actually have to have a, refrigerator. You just put them outside.
I have noticed, I mean, I have to be honest, it wasn't on purpose, but a couple times since moving here, I've left groceries in the car because I try and do everything in one trip. I'm very stubborn. I don't want to go back down to the car. Like I want to get all the bags in one trip, and sometimes you forget one.
Oh, like you're like, I'm not going back to my car.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not
because you're in an
doing
apartment.
it. Yeah.
So you have to go upstairs.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not going back down there. I'm not doing it.
Yes.
And so there have been a couple times where I don't realize that I leave a bag of something in the car, but it's fine because it's cold. It's the nature's refrigerator.
Yes, you can leave milk in the car, anything. Just
anything.
In the middle of winter, don't leave pop in the car.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Have you not seen that yet?
I haven't seen it.
I have a hilarious
but I've
post
thought
from last
about
year.
it.
So we had a Celsius in the middle cup holder. Oh God. But no, they don't. It takes a lot to truly explode.
Yeah.
Like they'll freeze up, maybe like ooze out if it's like 5 below 0.
Yeah.
But one morning it was 40 below, or it was like 30 below. Well, it was wind chill. It was probably 22 below 0 actual temp. Anyways, fresh, nice, beautiful Celsius in the car. It actually full-blown exploded in the car. It exploded, and it was everywhere in the truck.
Terrifying because, like, imagine if that happened when you were driving.
That has happened. There are horror stories.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
I had one time. This is kind of related. Like in college, we had like, you always have the one random roommate. My friends and I had one random roommate living with us.
You didn't know him?
No, because we had to like find her on Craigslist. It was one of those.
Oh, I've never done that before. That is not, everybody doesn't do
It
that.
was an adventure, that's for sure. But she had soda in the freezer.
Oh, what?
And it had, like, by the time I found it, it had, like, expanded.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, she's trying to kill us.
Yeah, no. So that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You never put it, my kids always huck those things in the freezer.
Yeah, because they want to get cold really quick.
Yeah, like, hey, you're not going to remember that.
Don't do that. You're going to forget.
Now, they'll kind of ooze out when they're in the freezer, because it's like, what, 20 degrees or something in there?
Something like that.
Outside, negative 1,000.
Negative 1,000.
Those things just go boom. So.
You will be utilizing the nature's freezer? Nature's refrigerator this weekend? Okay.
I was going to show long-range forecasts and stuff. It does look like we're in a cold period here. April, I feel like we were kind of due for a below-average period.
Yeah, it was almost like we had too many good days.
It was too good.
It was too good, and I was like, we have it coming now.
April looks either average or below average for the month of April. It's my favorite month to be above average, though.
Okay, why is that?
Because I want everything to happen faster.
Well, and then, I mean...
I want crappies to spawn faster.
Are golf courses open right now?
They are. It gets awkward. This is the awkward time. Everybody's like itching to do things. But the grass doesn't grow until... I always say tax day is actually when it starts. Life starts here on tax day.
What day is that? Because I need to do that.
April 15th.
Okay, I should really do that.
It's like a Super Bowl for me. I love tax day.
Why?
I already did them, but... What? I'm a nerd like that. It's like a game. I'm like, yeah.
I feel like that
finding all the
makes a lot of
data and
sense.
stuff. I don't know. It's weird to me. Where was I going? Oh, so tax day 15th. That's when it all begins. Like you'll see, like then I commit to golf. I take the boat out of storage. I'm in.
All right, you're up. April 15th.
I'm up. I'm
He's
up.
up.
That's what kids say. Shoot, I didn't even know what you were saying. I'm too
We'll
old.
see you
Bye.
later.